Hi, my name is Yvonne. Today I'm going to talk about Pinyin. Pinyin is the Chinese name of Chinese phonetics. Look at the bottom left corner, you can see an example of two syllables formed by Pinyin components. You might have noticed that they actually looked quite similar to English, except the tone marks. It's because Chinese phonetics were Romanized in 1958. Basically, that means instead of using some strange symbols to represent our phonetics, we have turned them into alphabets so that it's easier to understand for everybody. In China, normally we don't directly use Pinyin in daily lives, which means you will not see Pinyin on the street. However, it is a very useful learning tool. If you have just started learning Chinese, Pinyin will make your life much easier. Now let me explain why. Different from English, Chinese is a logographic language. Look at the bottom left again, you'll see two Chinese characters which together mean hello. Let's say they are a bit like logos, showing only the meaning, the concept of hello, but not how you will pronounce them in Chinese. This separation of writing and pronunciation is one reason that makes learning Chinese a tough challenge for beginners. And this is where the Chinese phonetics can help. They simply show you how each character should be pronounced in Mandarin, which is the official spoken Chinese language. Chinese characters are monosyllabic, which means one character consists of one single Pinyin syllable. Look at the example here. The first character is pronounced as ni, and the second character pronounced as hao. So what forms a Pinyin syllable? Well, one syllable in Pinyin comprises of three elements: an initial, a final, and a tone. There are 21 initials in the Chinese phonetic system. Just like what the name shows, they are the beginning of a syllable, and when you write a Pinyin, the initial is the first thing to write down. They work somehow like the consonants at the beginning of an English word. Not only they are written in English alphabets, some of the initials are even pronounced the same as the English alphabets pronounced. We will get into details in the next few sections. Then let's take a look at finals. Like vowels in English, they are the core of a Chinese syllable. When you write a Pinyin, you write the final down after the initial, and it should be located at the right-hand side of the initial. There are 37 finals in the Pinyin system. Most of them do not share the same pronunciation with English alphabets. We have 6 single finals, which means each of them consists of one alphabet, and 31 compound finals that form by either 2 or 3 alphabets. In the example at the bottom left, yi of ni is a single final, and ao of hao is a compound final. The third component is the tone. Chinese is a tonal language, so the pitch still matters a lot. Luckily enough, we don't have many tones. Basically only 4 stressed tones and 1 unstressed tone. In the example, both ni and hao are tone 3 characters. Tones are marked on the finals, and they will be the last thing you write down to complete a Pinyin syllable. Now we know what Pinyin is and its basic structure. Let's get back to see as a learning tool how it helps you learn Chinese. First, we don't really learn a language unless we can speak it. When you encounter new Chinese characters, according to their Pinyin, you would know how they should be pronounced. Meanwhile, with a laptop or mobile in hand, Pinyin actually also helps your writing. In fact, sometimes even Chinese people would forget how to write the characters. As long as we remember the sounds, we will just turn them into Pinyin, type it on the keyboard, and see what characters will pop up on the screen. However, one thing to bear in mind is that many Chinese characters share the same pronunciation. You have to have a rough idea how they look like, so you may choose the right one. Still, it's easier than figure out all by yourself, right? Let's have a brief recap here. Pinyin is the Chinese name of Chinese phonetics. It tells you how Chinese characters are pronounced and used as a learning tool for Chinese speaking and writing. One Chinese character consists of one Pinyin syllable, and one Pinyin syllable consists of one initial, one final, and one tone. Now we have already got a general idea of Pinyin. Next, we can take a closer look at the initials, finals, and tones.